Hello and welcome to your August energy update for Space Library. This transmission is going to be a little bit different than the previous months because this is also going to include a energetic activation for the Lionsgate portal. The Lionsgate portal to me is a alignment of our universe and our place within the galaxy that allows for us to fully align with our spirit. And there's lots of energies that come in an amplified sense during the Lionsgate portal, which really opens on July 28th and goes until about August 12th, the peak being on 8/8. And since this isn't a topic that I've talked about much here in Space Library with the energy update, when it comes to sound, frequency, and vibration, one of the universal languages, I suppose you could say, when you're looking at these energies, we can describe this with numerology. We can describe this with astrology. We can describe this with archetypical energies. We can describe this with energetic blueprints or stamps of expression. And what I want to highlight for you during this time, during August of 2024, is that this amplified energy that we're feeling, it's going to continue to build through 2024. So I know that many of you who have been really paying attention to the energy, you're probably thinking, how can it get more intense? And this is really our time to be challenged to go into neutrality. All right, and the Council of Light, the High Council of Light, our families of light want to speak through me. I'm getting a message from this deck here. This keeps coming up too. Warrior Woman. This is just going to energetically tune us into this message. And this isn't just warrior woman, this is warrior man too. Have you answered your deepest calling? Okay, so I'm getting a real feel for the theme that the Council of Light's going to bring through now. So I'm just going to let them, typically with the energy update, I would like to share a bit from me and then a bit from the Council of Light, and then I'll come back in at the end and round it out. And then for those of you that do resonate with this content, then the activation portal will be very helpful for you. That's where I allow myself to fully go into trance and transmit an activation for us that will be pertinent for the month. However, it's timeless. These are timeless transmissions. Okay. All right, so settle in. I would like you not to be driving or operating machinery for the channeled portion. We'll just have to see what they bring through. I'm just going to allow whatever is in the highest good of all to come through for this. Find a seat or lay down. Take some deep breaths throughout your entire being, your body, all your layering bodies. We are the Council of Light. And as we scan all of you, we're sensing that many of you are awakening your psychic gifts at this time. And many of you may be misinterpreting this. We're sensing that many of you, as your clairaudience turns on, as your clairvoyance turns on, as your clairsentience turns on, this new level of sensitivity and awareness and ability to know things you don't understand, your way of knowing, this can be startling to you. And this month of August allows for a rapid acceleration of the deprogramming process for each of you that is waking up to your extrasensory perceptions. Most of you will resonate with that when your spiritual gifts were activated in your younger years, perhaps, that you took on much judgment and the idea or concept that having the gifts that you have would exclude you from the tribe, from the group, from the family unit. This is a very common energetic understanding for those on this planet, especially during times where there were powers present that wished to lower these senses within you. We'd like you to all become aware of how rapidly transformative all industries will become. This will kick off in a more accelerated rate this month. We would also like to leave you with some tangible pieces of guidance. If you are living in a location where there is any kind of friction that relates to politics, we would like to remind you to control only that which you can control and to let go of everything that you cannot. In scanning many of you consuming this message, we sense that most of you are becoming aware of polarity, of duality, of this friction between one group of individuals feeling and believing one way and another group of individuals feeling and believing the opposite. We would like to remind all of you that you are all the same tapestry, you see. And you all have the ability to reach each other, to help each other fill in the gaps, to help each other bridge the gaps. So what we would encourage you to do in these next several months is to truly look within and to ask yourself what your deepest calling is. What is it that you're doing each day, each week, each month, each year that is keeping you inspired to live, that is keeping you in your spirit, in your Holy Spirit? Some of this won't have anything to do with doing. It'll simply mean you taking more time each day to be still and to allow your thoughts to filter, to allow for whatever is present for you to be present for you. We're seeing many of you in your energetic templates and how you move throughout the day, and we're seeing that the template gets thrown off early in the day. We've made this recommendation before. but do tend energetically now to the way you are starting your day and what could potentially be tweaked in order for you to be in more of a flow-like state, to begin your work, your tasks, your to-do lists. This message is reaching Bree because she is in the shedding process of letting go of her perfectionism. She is letting go of her clinging to certainty and knowing. She is also venturing down paths that she's never been before, and this does feel startling to her. She perceives this as in her ego, which is accurate. So we ask all of you, using her as an example, when you remove all of these excuses, when you remove all of these logical reasons as to why you cannot, and as you drop into your heart to hear what is beckoning you, what is it that you can begin dipping your toe into that excites you and that maybe scares you? We now leave you with a brief light language transmission so that you may receive this message energetically without the barrier of the conscious story. Closing down the fields, returning each of us to this physical present moment. Archangel Michael is doing a sweep to ensure that all of these upgrades and all of this spiritual grounding, soulful grounding, is carried out with unconditional love. All right. So take a moment to feel within your body, within your state of mind, within your energy. Are you noticing a shift? Are you noticing anything coming up for you? Ooh, that was very balancing for me personally. Whenever I bring through via trance channeling the High Council of Light, it's somewhat indescribable. I'm honored and grateful and thankful to have each and every single one of you here to receive these monthly transmissions without commercials, then do be sure to subscribe to the Space Library Energy Update. This was a special one in particular because we did get some of that Lionsgate energy coming in with some activation, which is not something that I will always do on the energy update, but when it is for our highest good, it will be done. And do let me know what's present for you this month. I would love to know where you're all at right now, any intentions that you have moving forward to really lock in, to anchor, to integrate this month. You can leave that in the comments. And if you're watching this on YouTube, do be sure to give this page a subscribe. There will be daily transmissions for this Lionsgate portal, as I have been divinely called to bring through. I love each and every single one of you, and I hope that you will find a way to really embody your soul in a way that feels safe and loving and authentic for you. And everyone, just give yourself a quick little hug. Take a very, very deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. And now if you would like to bring your hands together at heart center, we can seal this together, bowing our heads in reverence. Namaste.